Hello and welcome to my channel, and if you have already been to my channel, then welcome back. My name is Karina and I'm an expert in public relations and mass communications, and in this video I'm going to talk about opportunities, how to get more of them and how to get the correct opportunities for you. So let's begin. First of all, let's clarify something, that for you opportunity is something that somebody else needs. It could be a product or a service, or it could be a person to fill in certain role or to do certain job. Okay? So this is what opportunity is. And the true opportunity is based on something that is truly needed. So let's start from that. So how to get this opportunity? Because a lot of people chase opportunities or target something and they approach it directly, like a cold approach, or they try to proactively chase somebody in order to give them certain opportunity. And maybe this approach is successful up to some point, but in the end of the day, you're missing out a lot. First of all, because it is very likely that you're not going to get the correct opportunity for you, because you have to adjust yourself in order for this opportunity that you're chasing to become something that you have to convince people that you want, or that you are, or that you match with, right? If that makes any sense. And the other reason is that you don't actually see everything in your environment. You have certain awareness, you have certain knowledge, there are certain specific things and details and people and information that you're able to see or receive, but a lot of things are not known to you. And I'm not talking about the universe stuff, that the universe knows better for your life than you, or some people that say God knows better for your life than you. That may also be true. You know, if we're gonna make that kind of video, maybe that's actually true. However, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about things that you don't even know that exist and that you can attract without even expecting that they're going to pop up in your life. And the way to receive those opportunities that are something that you didn't even know that existed, but suddenly that's the exact correct thing for you, and you're like, whoa, that's going to match my energy, that's going to give me a chance to practice all my best skills, etc. And it's going to be very pleasant for you, and it's also going to match your value system. You may actually not know that it exists. But how to get to it when you don't know that it exists? Well, be your most authentic self and work on building your most authentic self, and then show yourself. Keep up with your image. This is why I'm talking about personal image and personal branding, because they are very important exactly to put you in front of people's eyes that are the correct people that you need to communicate with and that you need to connect to. And I'm not talking about connection on a shallow level. Let's look for more connections. Let's give away more business cards so that we have this like a notebook with a lot of names and phones. I'm not talking about that connections, but you may instantly connect with somebody on a deeper level. And I'm not talking only about romantically, because again, that's not this kind of a video. I don't want you to start thinking in this direction. Even though that may help in this direction as well, I'm talking in terms of business. You can instantly match with somebody as mutual value systems, and you can do work together and you can suddenly start building together. And this is exactly the opportunity for you, because you are not only the most successful for yourself, but you are also the most valuable, because this is exactly something that matches you and your energy. So one of the ways to get to that kind of opportunity is building up yourself, be the most authentic, but authentic in the best possible way, and also work on your personal image and your personal branding. Another component that you need in order to reach this kind of opportunity is to be prepared and ready. So you need to prepare yourself, you need to work on your quality and also your mindset. And also you must be ready whenever life says light, camera, action, or ready, steady, go. You must be ready to show up, okay? Because there's gonna be this moment that this is the opportunity and now it's time, go. And you need to already be at a place that you can show up. And you cannot do this unless if you actually prepare yourself. Imagine an Olympic competitor, somebody who is doing with sports, right? They want to have a gold medal in some sports at the Olympic Games. And let's say this person lies every day, does nothing, and they say, okay, I just want that opportunity to get to the Olympic Games. And then whatever I need to run, yeah, I'll run it. Yeah, I will jump whatever I need to jump. Or I will throw whatever I need to throw. I'll get the result. Do you think that this person is going to get the result? Or do you think the person who works out every day and monitors their diet and do everything that their trainers and coaches tells them to do, they're more likely to become an Olympic champion, right? They're more likely to get the gold medal. And it is the same. If you truly want an opportunity, don't chase it, because even if you reach whatever you chase, you may not be able to perform if you're not prepared. But if you prepare yourself and you open yourself up for anything that is for you to approach you, then you're more likely to get a great opportunity. And I have examples from my own life. One example is when I went to the USA. In the USA, I was working in an agency that is a visa sponsor. So they were a sponsor for certain types of visas for the USA, and they needed an intern. So I was on a program of theirs, that is trainee intern program, and I became their intern. And this is something that was great for me as experience, but this is something that I couldn't have imagined, because before I got that opportunity and I got that proposal and I went to interviews with them, I didn't know anything about agencies that are sponsors for visas. And the type of visa that was J1 visa, I had no idea about this type of visa, right? So it's not something that I could have pursued, but at the same time, that opportunity came to me and I said yes, because I felt it was right for me. And at the same time, of course, there were a lot of things to learn on the spot when I was there, a lot of rules and regulations and things like that. But prior to this, I had to be ready for an interview. I had to have good English language skills. I had to have good other skills, right? Because I was gonna go through this interview and I should have been prepared. There are qualities that you need to already have in order for this opportunity to match you and come to you. And eventually, several years after that, I was working at a company that is outsourcing, and I started with projects that were regular call center job. So it was literally responding to a line that's incoming calls and answering to emails and dealing with orders and bookings and things like that. And I'm not going to mention the projects because I have no right to, because they are internal for the company. I shouldn't talk about them publicly, but the nature of those initial projects was exactly staying on the phone line, accepting calls, handling people, customer service, and dealing with purchases, orders, bookings, and things like that. And eventually, within this company, there was another project that was B2B communication, and it was on a little higher level. Like, it was a little more complicated, it required more advanced skills, and I got moved to this project because I was presented with the opportunity when I was within this company. And then when I was starting in this project, in this other project that is a little more advanced, there was a certain team that was even more advanced. And I'm not going to talk about the team, and I'm not going to talk about which exactly is the project, because again, I want to keep the confidentiality. But the situation was, I'm explaining the obstacles now about the situation, and there was a team that was doing something very specific and very difficult, and they were not on a phone line because they had to concentrate on what they were doing, and not everybody could be at that team. And I remember we had a whole group that was moved to this project. We were all new, and we were given a test about analytical thinking. And I got the higher score on that test, the highest result as points, that also goes above certain threshold that you need in order to get to that team. And because of this result, I was presented this opportunity if I wanted to, and I said yes. But it's not something that I could have chased because I had no idea that it existed. So you can't really proactively look for something, because sometimes it can be exactly the thing for you and you don't know it exists. And at the time, I was at the point of my life that I wanted to challenge myself. I wanted even like harder things. I was telling the universe, if somebody can express themselves this way, I want the hardest possible thing because I want to challenge myself. I want to challenge my skills. I want to challenge my abilities. I want to challenge my analytical thinking, right? And I got to this particular team, this particular department within this particular project. And I think that this is how the best opportunities come to you. The best opportunities come to you when you are truly prepared for them. And when you add to this, working on your personal image and personal branding, what is happening is people around you that are within your environment, they notice you. They notice you. They can see that you're prepared. Because preparedness, true readiness, is not something that you just start and you stand there and you're like, okay, I'm ready, I'm prepared, and you stand there. If you're truly ready and if you're truly prepared, people can see it in your actions. That is shown in your whole behavior and in your whole energetic space. Okay, so this is why the first component is work on your personal image and be noticed, but be noticed in the right way and by the right people. And second, be truly prepared. And then there is a third component that I'm going to call a sense of discernment. You need to be ready, but together with this, you need to be able to choose correctly. Because when an opportunity comes to you, you need to evaluate if it is truly right for you or not. For me, those 2 times that I gave example with, it happened that it was the right opportunity for me. But sometimes it is not the right opportunity for you. Sometimes it comes to you and you feel like, I'm not sure about it. Or you are a little confused. Then maybe that is not the right opportunity for you. Maybe you should wait a little longer for the right opportunity for you. And also, as I said, I want to really pay attention to this because it's important. Opportunity is one thing, but taking it and doing the job correctly and in the right way is a whole different thing. So when you think about the opportunities that you want, I want you to think about your contribution. Not only what you want to receive with that opportunity, but also what do you truly want to contribute with your skills. For example, let's say you're in a company and you want to be promoted maybe to a management position. Maybe you want to be a manager or a leader or a team lead. Think about what you want to contribute in this position. Think about not only the authority or the power or the money that you want to receive, but think about what do I actually want to do for this company once I get promoted, once I get to that position. And be honest with yourself, because this is not only opportunity for you, this is also opportunity for the person who is going to put you on this position, who is going to get you into this role that you're going to take. And that is the last thing for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please let me know down in the comments what you think about the matter. Also, you can like and share this video, and you are welcome to subscribe for my channel. Also, I'm going to put below a link to my website so that you can see who I am and what I'm doing. Thank you very much and have a great day.